Namaste, welcome, welcome. Good morning, whenever you may be interacting with this. Welcome from the remnants of Atlantis. We're back on the Azores. We were called again after 5 years to come back here, and wanted to share a quick story with the angels at our breakfast. A few stories about what's been going on and what we're feeling and experiencing. So since August of last year, after I went through my pranic initiation, we were called to Egypt. We were called to the Great Pyramid to be there on the 8th of August 2024. There's been a real feeling that we've been working with reversal of the Atlantean flood timelines, a reversal of a lot of those things that happened there, where technology and the worship of technology and the worship of the gods of technology took over the spiritual advancement of the advanced society that lived on Atlantis. And so it began with us going to the Great Pyramid on the 8th inside the King's Chamber, and there was something to be delivered there. I'm not going to talk any much more about that, but there was something to be delivered there, and that was a reversal. So for many years and a lot of time, there has been a taking from that energy, a taking, like a stealing, pillaging of that energy in those spaces. And so part of what we were doing was reversing that and coming back into the abundance, the prosperity, the giving energy. And now we were called back to San Miguel, St. Michael's Island in the Azores. So this is one of the physical remnants, along with the Canary Islands and Cape Verde, that are still in the Atlantic, these islands. And we're continuing this reversal of these matrix ideas of greed, of lack, of limitation. And we're reversing it into the pure, multidimensional magnificence of prosperity, of abundance, of openness, of givingness, of beingness. So it's been beautiful, and this place is magically healing waters, like just everything. It's just amazing. We're here in the winter time. It's not usually there's usually a lot of rain here. We haven't had any rain, but we had the big clearing and rain yesterday. So we've been here for 6 days, and there was a full moon in the middle of it, and so in between these like pure paradise and beautiful things, we had a lot of energetic clearing within myself, within Elise. Angelo was just doing what he does, being what he's being, but we had this huge, again, reversal energy, old energy, bubbling up, and to move through it. And it was really amazing on Tuesday, but it was the day after the full moon, or maybe it was the full moon, where we just went into this really deep, dark place at 333. We went into this really deep, dark place, and myself and Elise, anything that was remnants of old ideas, remnants of fears, remnants of old patterns were coming up, and they come up so very strongly, and they come up strongly with both of us, and then so obviously they clashed, or they merged, drew each other. And so we went through this process. We went through and do what we always do. We sit with it and let ourselves feel the discomfort. And then we came through the other end, and it was like totally unexpected to me. I've had some form of this, but never as strong as this before. So we went from this deep, dark, like really deep, dark stuff coming up, and us just sitting in it, transmuting it, moving it through. And this is both individual and collective for it's not never just one. But we moved through, I could feel, we moved through a portal, we moved through this inversion, reversal energy, and we came out the other side, and then we were just like in this dark, and I was just laying on this bed in here. Well, it was actually the other one, because we got moved to the room, I upgraded the room, and then just this uncontrolled, joyous laughter. Now, I mean, literally from 1 second to the next, it was like just this deep, dark, dense stuff, and then spontaneously I don't think I've ever had it so spontaneously to go so quickly to this just uncontrolled, unbridled joy of laughter, uncontrolled laughter. You know, not just like a little titter. It was like complete explosion of laughter. It was like it hurt so good to laugh so much. So this reversal was completed, but I feel like yesterday was the time when we had the real cleansing rains, and I got a kind of clear day today. And yeah, it's very powerful. But it was about these energies of control, of manipulation, of fear, of domination, of lack, and coming into the full knowing, the full remembering of who we are as abundant beings, as prosperous beings, as creative beings, as connected beings, knowing we are one with the source. And it was challenging. So if you're watching this video and you were recording this somewhere in the middle of January, I can't remember the dates, 2025, there is no time anyway. But it was like we were being squeezed through this very narrow way, and then out the other end. And so like this reversal was like this hourglass. The reversal was, it's the inversion. It's like everything was opposite. Everything was, you know, not what it seemed. Everything is the flip reversal, the inversion of what it seems. And so we moved through that hourglass, and it just opened out into this vast, expansive, joyous, beautiful experience. So if you're feeling squeezed, if you're feeling like old patterns coming up, you're feeling like things that you've already dealt with, how many times have we said that? And it's coming up again, know that it's come to pass, it's not come to stay, and it's come to serve. And so myself and Lisa are really deep again. It's like we're going back, we're cycling back. We've had our 9 year cycle this year. We're together 9 years. We met on winter solstice 2015. So we had our 9 years completion on winter solstice 2014. And now it's like we're beginning again on this journey of like we're finding teachers and mentors, new teachers and mentors, and we're coming back into these together. So we're on several paths where we're being guided now, lifelong learning, which I love. But we're being called really deeper, and both of us are being called really to step up for this dream and this vision that we've held and we're holding, and it is really a dream and a vision of an absolutely new way. Let's say new for what's here now, a way of living on Earth, and it's living in community, but it's living full out. It's living not little pieces, not halfway there, not like a little piece of this and still hold on to the old. No, we are calling in the beings that want to live heaven on the earth, that are calling the beings that are ready to live truly all that we've been talking about for all these years since 2012. Not a little bit, not at the weekends, not while you're on a retreat. Live it fully, and it's a big challenge. It's a total paradigm shift. But we have been given this dream and this vision, and many others have. And it's 144,000 energy. We've been all given our little piece of it and how we choose to express that. So we have been given this vision, Terra Nova Jaluz, the new earth of light, where we were living in natural surroundings with a community of like-hearted beings on a similar path. But what's different to some of these others, this is cradle to grave. This is young children and the wisdom keepers, the older people, the people that have been around for a long time. We're seeing a vision of living in, it's like the village mentality again, but it's coming back with all those living and giving their unique genius, being heart leaders, everyone leading with what is their soul's purpose, and so, but actually living together, not in little separate bubbles, living in a space together, holding space together, having space for charge clearing and trauma release, and moving through and mirroring and up-leveling and sharpening each other by being in space continuously. What me and Lisa have been doing for the last 9 years. And there's a few times this last few days I was begging again, like she had many times. I was like, please, do we get a day off? No, you don't get a day off. You don't get a day off. You don't get a day off when you want to live the truth of who you are. days off are for the matrix mind, are for when you're doing something that's not of your heart, not of your soul, and you need a break from it, and then we need a retreat, or we need something to step out, or we fall into the toxic matrix substances of trying to numb ourselves, or uh, medicate ourselves with drink or drugs or alcohol or sex or whatever the things, materialism, whatever they are. But this new earth, this golden age, has got everything that we can ever imagine. It's already here, it's already living, it's already alive, it's already within us. It's not out there, it's not in the fifth dimension, it's not when this or that happens. It's already here, and we have to, if we want to live in that, we don't have to be waiting for it, because it's waiting on us, and we are weighing it down with the weight of expectation of something in the future. It's something that we're being called to take action on now, to embody. I've been on this journey of masculine embodiment for the last 2 or 3 years, really, because I see that I went from this like total toxic lifestyle, completely asleep and completely toxic and addicted and all the substances, and then I had this remembrance, as many of you had, or in this 2012 and onwards, and then I had this massive jump from complete toxic sleep to this hugely awakened feminine nature with a like complete openness, receptivity, and intuitive ways, and just openness. But when I jumped, and again, it wasn't a conscious thing that happened, from this complete toxic little asleep boy, I had this huge jump into multidimensional awareness, and I had real alignment with the feminine principle within myself, and the feminine abilities. But then that went on without the grounded masculine energy. It's not about man or woman. The grounded masculine energy was not there. So when I was thrust into a place of leadership, I wasn't able to hold it because I didn't have the grounded masculine energy within myself. I had skipped over, so to speak. But this is the way it's supposed to be, apparently, for this one anyway. But I had this huge feminine awakening, was in a place of leadership and guiding people, but I didn't have the grounded masculinity. I didn't have the ability to hold that energy, and now that's what we're working on. I'm working on, and it's exciting, it's challenging, and we're ready. So we're going to be sharing more about this vision and about this calling, because we're calling in families firstly, and we're calling in people who want to live and give their unique genius in the world, and actually live in a space where that's celebrated, where that's supported, where that's sharpened, where that's challenged, where that's brought to the fore. And so this new earth of light is being birthed, and we're being called to call in those who are ready. And again, this is not like some small few, like just a little section. This is like from cradle to grave. Below grave, there won't be much of the many that'll be taking their body with them, but those who choose to go to the grave as well will be fine. But it's the wisdom keepers. So a lot of these spiritual communities, they all have like a certain demographic of like in the middle. Some of them have children, some of them don't, some of them have elders, some of them don't. It's like the whole thing, the whole community, the whole village. That's the idea. That's what we're being called to. And so I'm going to share a little bit about that. We've moved through this portal, this Atlantean portal, this matrix reversal, this inversion, and we feel ready now to start to step out and to share our vision, to live our vision. And we've really dedicated ourselves to the work that will be continuously being done. It's not just because we came through this doesn't mean it's finished. This is why I don't like the words awake or awakened. It's the continuous awakening and the remembering. Just coming through this portal where we got squeezed is just, it's the beginning, it's a new beginning. So yeah, we'll continue to share this. We're going to share our adventures now because we went through a few years. At least didn't want to be on here at all. But now we are being called on a special journey to really live the vision that we've been given, and to call in those who are really called to live and give and be part of that vision. So watch the space. There's a little love. There's going to be 2 love logs coming. where we're going to be sharing our adventures, and we'll continue to share about this Terra Nova Jaluz, the new Earth of Light. And if you're interested, keep watching. Love you all so much. Until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are